Hi people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're going to look at the difference between process, program, and project evaluation. So what exactly is process evaluation? Process evaluation is an evaluation of the internal dynamics of an implementing organization, looking at their policy instruments, their service delivery mechanisms, their management practices, and the linkages among these. So a process evaluation is normally done internally to assess your internal organization, instruments or capacities and processes and deliveries. Looking at program evaluation is a evaluation of a set of interventions marshaled to attain specific global, regional, country or sector development objectives. So normally a program evaluation can be an international program or a national program or a regional program, and you're evaluating that program at that level. So it's bigger than what? A project. And normally this program or interventions are normally attaining or looking at a specific global intervention or regional intervention or fitting into an SDG. Then project evaluation. This is evaluation of an individual development intervention designed to achieve specific objectives within specified resources and implementation schedules. Looking at it is the definition of a project. You're evaluating whether the project has achieved its specific objectives with the specified resources and the schedules that were set for its implementation to have been completed or finished. That is what we call project evaluation, and we have what we call the program evaluation and also process evaluation. So continually, process evaluations focus mainly on internal projects or program issues. Internal program, project or program issues. These are internally, they're done internally. They're designed to generate information, findings, and recommendations that can help improve the management of a project or program. Process evaluations are normally carried out during a project or program or at the end. So these are normally carried out during the program or projects, and they are done internally. Yeah. So what are the focus when you're doing a process evaluation? Normally, as we said, process evaluation focus on internal controls of the project, an organization or program, and they can be designed to cover a range of different issues, such as whether or not activities have been carried out according to schedules. When you're doing your process evaluation, you evaluate that. Have the activities been carried out according to the schedule? What is the quality of work carried out during a project or program? So you understand those internal controls, that what was the quality of the outputs or objectives of this program when you're evaluating. How did the management policies and practices affect that work? You evaluate that. How are the internal capacities, culture affected the project or the program? Internal capacities can mean the human resource, the finances, the political will. These all can affect the project or program. So normally process evaluations are done to inform whether to scale up an interventions. They're normally done also at the end of phases, if you're doing at the end, or to improve a program or a project. Yeah. Has the program or project have the right resources to function adequately? You assess that. And if there are no adequate resources, how do we get the adequate resources to attain these objectives? So they're informative in nature to help you understand how can I improve this project. And if it has improved, if it has delivered its impact, can we upscale it to this level? And whether all the planned target populations have been reached. When you're doing your process evaluations, you evaluate that and understand, have all the target beneficiaries been reached? If we set out to reach 20,000 beneficiaries or households, has that target been reached? If not so, what are we to do to achieve that target? How are the external socio-economic factors affected the delivery and quality of the project or program? We assess that. Are there some socio-economic factors affecting the delivery and the quality of our project or program? How can we improve that? What are these socio-economic factors? It's a learning and it's an improvement of a program or project. And process evaluation can be seen in contrast to many impact to outcome evaluations, but it normally concentrates on the primary changes brought about by the project or program, internal primary changes. And in practice, many evaluations contain elements of both impact to outcome and process evaluations. So many evaluations that are conducted, they contain both outcome and process evaluations. However, it's only likely to be called a process if the focus is primarily on only the internal processes and controls of this process evaluation or project or program, as I explained earlier. So what is exactly constitutes in the program evaluation? We looked at process evaluation. Program evaluation here, it normally focuses on the overall effectiveness and impact of a program in achieving its goals and objectives. As I said, a program is a regional, a national, or a global goal. That is a program, and the program encompasses projects. If you understand that, I think we all have that understanding. And program evaluation, its purpose is normally seeks to assess the outcomes and impact of the entire program as a whole. Key elements you should look at when you're conducting your program evaluation is to analyze the program design, its implementation, outputs, whether they've been attained, or those are the outputs that were set out to achieve the outcomes that have been attained, the impacts, and the impact on the target population or community. So these are key elements you should look at when you're doing your program evaluation. What do you measure when you're doing your program evaluation? You evaluate the achievement of the program goals, the extent to which the changes have been attained, the desired changes have been attained when you're doing your evaluation, and you evaluate the overall effectiveness of the program in meeting its intended objectives. As I said, these are all when you're doing your program evaluation. You also have to look at the DARC criteria standards, which is effectiveness, efficiency, relevancy. There are 5 standards when you're doing your program, project, or process evaluations. So when you're measuring your impact, you have to look at all those standards. And lastly, we have the project evaluation. The project is you're assessing whether a project has achieved its specific objectives within the specified resources and the specified implementation schedule or time frame. So its focus, it's on specific discrete endeavors defined within the scope, duration, and set of deliverables. As you know, that's defining a project. If you say that I'm setting out to do a project to build this building within this time frame, so also when you're evaluating your project, that is your project evaluation, you evaluate it according to that standard. Did you attain building that building this in the 1 year time, for example? And did the resources you set out to do actually build that building we're seeing right now? And have you built it in that 1 year time? So that's project evaluation. You can use these are just examples, but this helped you understand what is project evaluation. And project evaluation assesses the performance and success of the project in meeting its specific goals and objectives. In this case, with the example I've given you, the goal is building a structure. Or you can go to another goal. You can have any other goal. Go into your projects and try to do a project evaluation based on this. Key elements you should focus on when you're doing a project evaluation is focus on the project's planning, its execution, the outputs of the project, and the immediate outcomes of the project within a specified time frame. So when you're evaluating, you have to understand why these outputs are attained that was set out to attain in this project. What are the immediate outcomes of this project, and have they been attained in this specified time period? Project evaluation also, when you're measuring it, you measure it, you evaluate the achievement of these project objectives in terms of the efficiency of the resources utilized, the adherence to the timelines, and the quality of project deliverables. That is the project evaluation. You have to understand, has the project attained its objectives, and have these objectives been attained in terms of the efficiency of the resource utilization to attain these objectives? Have they adhered to the timelines in achieving these objectives? If there are 3-year objectives, the 3-year objectives, have they been attained in this 3-year timeline set out? And what are the quality of the project deliverables? What are the quality of these outputs? And what are the quality of these immediate outcomes? That's what you do in project evaluation. That is it in differences between project process and program evaluation. Write down in the comment section what's your experience in doing project evaluation. If you have any queries, also share with me what you would like me to teach more according to you, what you feel is lacking, the challenges in your monitoring and evaluation project planning fields. Until then, thank you very much. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.